Hey everyone, here with a quick story on Delta Airlines. There is a family, a mom and daughter, who are suing Delta for $2 million because they said when they was on a flight in 2022, they served this man, Delta Airline flight attendants, served this man over 11 drinks. 11 drinks. And the reason why they're in the business is not just because he was rowdy, it's not just because he was drunk, it is because he violated the mother and the daughter while on this flight, and the Delta flight attendants did absolutely nothing. Nothing. Now listen, I'm not a drinker, but I believe at a bar they have to cut you off after a certain amount of drinks. I also believe in a restaurant. They can only serve you but so many drinks. Are there no rules and regulations on these airplanes? You can just overserve to the point where somebody is drunk like a skunk and then touching on the people that's sitting next to them? What kind of shenanigans is this? Listen, guys, we're going to get more into this story right after this. We're going to get right into this story, guys. Now, this many outlets are talking about this particular story. I took this one from the New York Post. So, a drunk Delta passenger who was served 11 people, 11 drinks, sexually assaulted mom and teen daughter on a 9-hour nightmare flight. The lawsuit states, okay? So, a man on a Delta Airlines flight downed at least 10 vodkas and a glass of wine before groping a 16-year-old girl and her mother, according to the lawsuit. Flight attendants on the nearly 9-hour nightmare flight out of JFK blatantly ignored the pair's pleas for help, including a demand to stop giving the abuser booze, according to court papers filed Tuesday in Brooklyn federal court. Staffers then allegedly let the jail bait loving drunkard quietly walk off the plane when it landed in Athens, Greece, without notifying local police of an alleged sexual assault case, right? What happened to them during a flight was just a nightmare. It was completely preventable, said the family's lawyer, Evan Brunstein, of the July 26, 2022 trip. Flight staff allegedly served the man vodka even though he was noticeably drunk. Okay. And listen, guys, I'm cleaning my house too while I'm working here. So you may hear my dishwasher in the background. He frightened the teen by putting his hands on her back, making obscene gestures, screaming and demanding she tell him her address and other personal information, the family claims. He also told the mom he did not care the daughter was a minor. This man was a hot mess. When the mom complained, the flight attendant blew her off, telling her to be patient, be patient. No, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'm not going to stop until somebody helps me. And as a matter of fact, now I got to involve the other passengers because somebody on this plane needs to help me. I would be begging for help. The unidentified man who mumbled that he was from Connecticut gave the mother and daughter a brief reprieve by heading to the bathroom to loudly puke before returning with a glass of wine, they contend. So he was a hot mess. Rather than move the man to a different seat, a flight attendant allegedly told him to stop talking to the victims, prompting an enraged, profanity-laced outburst from the drunk, who called mom and her kid effing B's. Can you imagine? And these flight attendants still didn't step in? He should have been arrested alone. But see, they, I believe, didn't want to get in trouble because they knew they overserved this man. Now, this is just thoughts in my head. The teen began to have a panic attack and put her head down in her mom's lap, only to feel the intoxicated Delta passenger's clammy fingers underneath her shirt climbing up her back, fingering her bra strap and moving over her body, according to the $2 million lawsuit. First of all, if this was me, it would have been a $100 million lawsuit. Second of all, the way I'm reading this, I feel like the daughter was in the middle and the mom was on one end, and this pervert drunk man was on the other end. I'm confused, and I'm not judging the mother, but I am confused as to why she didn't switch seats with her daughter once this whole debacle started. When she knew this man was drunk and asking the daughter crazy questions, I would have told my daughter, you get up, sit over here. I'm going to sit in the middle, because if this man even tries it, I'm going to bust him in the face. Okay, but let's continue. She jumped out of her seat crying, and the drunk passenger then allegedly reached over and put his hand up the mother's leg before she screamed at him to stop, and also jumped up out of her seat. So again, to me, this is proof that the situation was daughter middle, man here, mother there, because when the daughter jumped up, then he reaches over. He's a mess. He's disgusting. Okay? The mother demanded a Delta flight attendant contact the police, but was told to calm down and think about it. They wanted her to think about it because they knew they had no business serving this man that many drinks. The victims then switched seats for the rest of the flight. So it takes this man touching me before y'all switch my seat? Oh no, $2 million is not enough. I would have had sue for hundreds of millions of dollars and let the jury and the judge come down to maybe $2 million. But no, I would have been coming for Delta Airlines and every plane they have. Okay. When the plane landed, the flight attendants offered 5,000 free airline miles as an apology. And honey, 5,000 free airline miles is nothing. I want lifetime free tickets from Delta. And since they didn't offer it to me there, and first of all, I wouldn't have took that apology anyway, but since they didn't offer it to me, part of this lawsuit would be everywhere that me, my kin, my children, my great-grandchildren want to fly for the rest of our life. If Delta goes to that destination, we get on there free, and we get on there free for first class. I'm sorry. This is a mess, okay? Delta declined to comment on the lawsuit, but insisted it has zero tolerance for customers who engage in an inappropriate or unlawful behavior. Well, y'all didn't have zero tolerance on July 26, 2022. Y'all had a high level tolerance, because not only did y'all have a high level tolerance, you let this man have 11 drinks, allegedly. You let him fill up the other people on the plane, allegedly. And you knew he went to the bathroom and puked, allegedly, and then you allowed him to still come back with another glass of wine. I wonder if it's going to turn out that someone on that flight knew this man. And when I say someone, I mean one of those flight attendants. This don't sound right. These flight attendants on these airlines now, they get crazy over the smallest thing. So you just keep giving this man alcohol after alcohol after alcohol and let him act a fool and not do anything about it? We're going to have to keep our eye on this story because it's a hot mess, okay? But I know one thing. Whoo, that whole plane would have been uncomfortable. That whole plane would have been uncomfortable before I dealt with Mr. Man sitting next to me doing all them drinks and acting a fool. Now, if you can drink and hold your liquor, do you. This is your flight. You bought your seat, okay? As long as you don't impact me in mine. But you starting to impact me? Oh, no. I got all kinds of problems. Y'all better fix this, and y'all gonna fix this now. And no, I'm not calming down. Whew. Listen, guys, chat with me in the comments. And when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. This is disgusting, deplorable. It's shocking that this was allowed to even happen on an airline, period. Okay? Delta and everybody that worked on that flight ought to be ashamed of themselves. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, thanks for watching and welcome back. Everybody out there, chat with me, and I will chat back. I'll see you on the next video.